Namaste, खुश रहो बेटिया. I JBN Varsha Singh from Jayoti VIdyapeeth Women's University. Today we will discuss about the cap theorem in NoSQL. That means it has main three characteristics of NoSQL is like consistency, availability, and partition tolerance. As like in SQL, we have studied the properties of acid. Likewise, in NoSQL, we will study about cap theorem. So, consistency means in NoSQL is the data should remain consistent when even after the execution of an operation. This means once data is written in any future, read request should contain the data. For example, after updating the order status, all the clients should be able to see the same data. Right? So this is the consistency in NoSQL. But the consistency meaning in SQL is different. The second one is availability. So the database should always be available and responsive. It should not have any downtime in NoSQL database. But this property is not in your SQL database. So partition tolerance means that the system should continue to function even if the communication among the servers is not stable. For example, the servers can be partitioned into multiple groups which may not communicate with each other. Here, if part of the database is unavailable, other parts are always unaffected. So, these features is very useful in NoSQL database because in NoSQL database we store the big data, which is very large amount of data generated in per second. So these are the theorem of cap, which is basic properties of NoSQL. It makes different from SQL database. You can see the difference between the SQL and NoSQL in diagrammatically. So acid properties, atomicity, consistency, isolation, durability. Some properties in SQL and some properties is other NoSQL. So here is the base NoSQL, which have basically available properties, soft state, and eventually consistent properties. So what is the advantage of NoSQL? We will discuss in further session. So thank you class. This is all about this session. If any query regarding this session, please comment below. This digital session version 2.0 provided by Jayoti VIdyapeeth Women's University. Thank you class.